So the purple martins come from somewhere in Central America. And if you look right here, they come into the migration map. They come up into Florida and stuff in January, and then early February they come into like South Louisiana, which is where we are, right up in here. That's us. And then they go up here. They stay east of, what was it? East of the Rockies, huh?
Yes, east of the Rockies.
And so they go all the way up into May up there. And the cool thing is, whenever they come, they only mate and nest here in the United States. When they hang out in the Amazon or the rainforest, they're just hanging out. They're not having babies. They come here, and they only nest in man-made items. They do not make their own nest in a tree or in a bush or anything like that. So people, they rely on people to have housing out for them. And when they come and have their first eggs, then that purple martin will return the next year as a second-year bird, and that's when you'll know if it's a male or a female. Because when they're born, you don't know if they're male or female. Only when they come back as a second year do you know. And they come back to the exact nest they were born in.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it is amazing. And so people do this. What did they say some of the reasons for doing it was, Allie?
Do you mean like some of the reasons people want them around?
Yeah.
It says because they're good entertainment for both old and young people, because they are very chatty, which I'm pretty sure whatever bird we're hearing in this tree has to be a purple martin.
Look at the very top of the tree. No, up there.
Oh, is he up there?
You see it? The very top of the tree.
Oh, right there. I
They're
wonder.
native songbirds, and they're in the swallow family. They're very engaging.
Right.
And then once
very
they take up
engaging.
residence, they return year after year. And they say it's a really cool way to welcome spring every year. So we're right here at North Park in Denham Springs, Louisiana. And the Purple Martin Conservation Initiative has partnered with North Park to put these houses out. And you can tell each one of the little gourds, or whatever these little houses are called, compartments, have a number. And they actually will track, because the bird's going to return to the very same one next year. And so if you look right there, Allie, you'll see the hand crank. And what she explained, we had a meeting last night for our ADK sorority, and we had a guest speaker that came and told us about this. But you crank the whole unit down, and then they look into the different ones, and they check the nest, how many eggs are in there, and they just see how the babies are doing. If there's anything that needs to be taken care of, like if a shell's on top of a shell, they've got to take that off. If anything's injured, or if there's any predator in there by chance, they'll get it out.
Talk about how the mama bird feeds the babies.
Oh yeah, so purple martins eat. You research that.
They eat mid-flight, so they're aerial eaters.
They eat like butterflies, grasshoppers,
dragonflies, flies, beetles.
The things that are flying through the air.
And they eat like mid-flight like that.
So when they come back to feed their children, they bring them the actual bug. And they put the bug or the insect in their mouth for them to eat. Even the little bitty baby ones.
So that's another reason they can lower that down, because talk about the dragonfly in the baby's mouth.
And one of the videos, they have a live feed. The National Purple Martin Conservation people have a live feed, and they had a mom that had put like a dragonfly in a little bitty, just born purple martin's mouth, and it was stuck. And the little bird was laying there, and the dragonfly was sticking out of her mouth. And she said people started having a fit on social media. And a few minutes later, you see a man come lower it, and you see him take the bird out, do something. We'll obviously get the insect out. He goes back and he places the little bird back in there. And she said it was like people, you could just not really hear people clapping, but you could just imagine everybody so happy.
The people watching the live feed?
Because it was terrible. It was so sad. But yeah, so people come about once a week or 10 days or so, and they check every nest. And there are plenty of these. There's schools around Baton Rouge that have these, and but North Park is just getting theirs.
This is also the perfect location for the birds because of the water. Do you want to tell our viewers how they drink their water?
From what I understand, they don't ever like go to the water and drink water like you would think a bird does. They fly, and then they just scoop up a little bit of water. So when you said they're aerial eaters, are also aerial drinkers. I guess.
So like at a bird bath, they wouldn't sit and play in the water like a songbird.
I understand, no.
Okay.
I'm not a Purple Martin expert, but I heard a lot about it last night. And at the LSU Open School of Veterinary Medicine open house this past Sunday, I met the lady, and she told me, she'd be talking to us at our ADK meeting on Monday night. But she had a big set. She works at LSU, and she had a great big setup about purple martins at the open house. It was very interesting.
Wow.
But you can see they have a little porch, and
Oh yeah.
that's where they can land there to go inside the house. But it's a very small opening, big enough for them, and it's low enough to where other swallows and a different type of birds that might want to take residence here, it's not so easy for them to get in because their legs are longer.
Right.
So
Because look at this picture. The purple martins are pretty.
yeah, their
narrow.
legs are very short. Yeah. Yes. So.
You want to talk about like why this netting is on here and like the post around the bottom?
So the
why they're way out here in a field?
what do we call them coming over here? The predators?
The natural predators.
The natural predators were who?
Raccoons, snakes, hawks, and owls.
And around here, falcons, I would think as well.
Probably.
So
Or they're
this
natural
netting
predators.
stuff is so that the snakes or the raccoons just can't go up. The snakes do go up poles.
Mhm.
They can't go up there and get to them. And you don't want to put. You do want to put the housing in an open area away from trees, because if it was too close to trees, the hawks and the owls and stuff would just sit in the trees, and when they would come to go into their home, they would swoop over and get them. So you keep them away so they have room to see and make sure they're safe before they go home.
Mhm.
And they do like to be around people because they rely on us to have a spot for
It
them
says
to come
they're
back
pretty
to.
social birds too.
Yes. And
That's what it would look like if they were here.
yeah, that's what it looked like. Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's what Mom was talking about, the nest size competitors. So these swallows are thicker, so they can't fit in these narrow.
So this right here is a pole guard. If you try and look at this one, that's a pole guard. It's
Okay.
also called
Pole
a
guard.
predator baffle. They help prevent raccoons and snakes from climbing up. So they keep them at least 8 inches, about 4 foot off the ground. That one's a little bit low, it looks like. You can see they'll get a snake in there. So we don't want that. So it's very interesting. I learned a lot. I didn't know a lot about purple martins, but it was very interesting to read about.
Here. Extreme temperatures. I didn't read any of this.
Oh, if it gets really cold or really wet, you have to help them a little bit, like bring them some food, stuff like that.
Okay. And heating. Observation. Okay.
It just tells you. Oh, so like we did see a little video of someone that was apparently something had happened and they didn't have enough insects in the air. So he went and bought crickets and he was throwing them up in the air, and the purple martins were catching them.
Wow.
Yeah, they were.
Look,
'Cause
I
we
don't
had to
know
supplemental feed them.
I don't know if anyone can see all the little bugs that are flying out as we walk. They have plenty of food here. There's so many little.
They've also got where they're with the federal banding group, and they are starting to band the purple martins, not ban them like say they can't come, but put a little tracking band so they do know that they are returning.
Was that them?
That could be, I guess. I guess they must come in at night. I guess they're just hanging out today.
I wonder if they're in there. Oh look, that nest is moving.
Which one?
The one in the middle. See it?
With the wings blowing.
Oh, I thought it was just the one.
It could be.
I'm lying.
It could be something in there.
No, I'm lying. I thought it was just the one moving all by itself.
Well, look at the pretty bird over there
Oh,
in South Louisiana. Isn't that beautiful?
the crane.
Oh, that's lovely. All right, well, that's all we know about purple martins. I'm sure a lot of you know a whole lot more, but we just wanted to share this with you because we're really proud of this little housing community here in Denham Springs, Louisiana. If you have anything that you'd like to comment or give us any experience you've had, it'd be great. Let me show you my daughter's on the other side of the camera. Say hello.
Hello.
Thank you. Please like, subscribe.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
That's what I was saying.